If you race, you'll know that the start can mean the difference between winning, or at the very least doing well, and sinking your ship before the first corner. And if you race, you'll no doubt have used or heard about the Holeshot device. They've become so popular that every pro runs one. There's a reason for that. There are several brands now, and some have easier locking systems than others.
What's up everybody, I'm Mitch. Thanks for coming back to my YouTube channel and another great video, or if you've never seen me before, thanks for checking this place out. Today's video is going to be all about the Works Connection Pro Launch Start Device, or Holeshot device. There's a bunch of different names for these things, and there's a couple companies that put these things out in different variations of them, but they're all going to be about the same thing, they're all going to do the same thing, and they're all going to be installed relatively the same way. And if you're like me, you're a shorter guy, maybe you have trouble getting your weight over the front of the bike, and when you go to do a start, that thing just wants to wheelie and not head straight in the right direction, then these are actually a really good option to have. There's a reason that a lot of the top guys run them. So today's video, we're going to put this thing on. They're actually pretty easy to install, and they do come with good instructions, but I figured I'd put out a video for you just in case you're new to racing, new to riding, maybe you've never used one of these before. They're actually pretty good and they're pretty easy. Let's roll the intro, let's get this thing on the bike.
The principle of them is pretty straightforward. Lowering the front end of your machine means getting more weight over the front of it. That helps with getting power to the ground instead of just wheeling and having to let off the gas. Makes sense, right? The way this system works is by attaching a latch to your fork guard, then having something for the latch to grab opposite of your fork itself. Once one is hooked into the other, you're set. To release the system and return your suspension to normal, as soon as you dip the suspension loading below the latch point, it releases and retracts, thereby allowing your suspension to perform freely. Easy, right? Now, they aren't perfect for every situation. They really only apply when you're sure to get wicked awesome traction. So dry ground or some packed dirt, or one of those new metal gates that the pros seem to use. A situation where you don't want one? Concrete starting pads. Because you get so much wheel spin on the smooth concrete, you actually want your weight back, so lowering the front end doesn't help you much. If you do the same thing you would on dirt, you'll spin out and lose all of your drive. Take it from me, not great. So, assuming you don't always start on a smooth concrete pad, these devices are pretty helpful and easy to install. You'll need a few tools. A drill with some drill bits, a screwdriver or the same tip that you would put into the drill bit, some scissors, and some tape. Now the Pro Action Kit comes with everything you need, including the drill bit to bevel the edges of your holes. Now you can pick the height that you want for the forks to lock down at. For shorter riders like me, having it lower is better. That gives you more weight over the front of the bike, but make sure you read their instructions to pick the right height for you. Once you select the right template and cut it out, get after it. Once you've placed it properly and taped the drill template down, drill the holes accordingly to set the mechanical latch. Now it does recommend beveling the screw edges to ensure a flush fit. That way it won't rub on anything that it shouldn't. And additionally, if you have a graphics kit installed, they recommend removing the graphics around the system so that it sits right onto the plastic. Once again, on the KTM you need to do something special. You'll have to expand one of the fork guard holes to allow it to fit. A quick run through with the drill will take care of this, but be careful that you don't make the plastic too thin. Make sure that the latch moves freely through the hole and you're set. When attaching the fork ring, you'll have to remove your fork to slide it over the top. Then, before you tighten it down, make sure that it latches properly and snug up the bolt to set the position. That way, you can ensure that it's always in alignment. Once everything is back in order and torqued down to your bike's specs, you're ready to try it out. Now this is where this particular system can get a little interesting. Like I mentioned, there are some systems that are self-locking, meaning you don't need help, all you have to do is set it once and it'll let you latch it. And I'm not Ken Roxon, I can't use my foot. But if you have to set it yourself, I've tried a few things, including some wire to hook the latch. But in the end, simply using some tape works in a pinch. Use it to pull the latch up, and once set, just remove it. Easy beans.
That's it. It's installed on the bike. It's ready to go. You're ready to get the Holeshot. Hope the video helped you in some way. If so, smash that subscribe button for me below. You know I appreciate it. If there's any other thing you want me to review, want me to install, let me know. Leave a comment below. I'll do my best to get a video out there. I hope you guys get a Holeshot. I hope to see you do it out there. Stay safe, ride safe. We'll see you in the next video.